Do you know about the Royale series?
I am familiar with it. I haven't ever played it.
Okay, okay. So Port Royale 4 is it's like all of the series. It's a economy and trading and city builder simulation based in the Caribbean Sea of the 17th and 16th century. And we have four nations fighting for dominance. Um, our main goal, game mode, is the free mode. It's like a sandbox mode, and it's most favorized by our users. We also have tutorials and campaign. We have one campaign for each nation, so we have four campaigns, about 20 hours. But I will just show you the present in this presentation. I will just show you the free mode. First, in the free mode, you have to choose your nation. Each nation has two advantages, and you can just yeah, you choose your nation by by your mood, or by your way of playing these games. So you see the advantages of each nation. You see the special ships that this nation will provide during the game,
Hmm.
and just switch through them so you can see the different nations. It's so England, Netherlands, France, and Spain. Netherlands, for example, they have reduced costs for all trading vessels, and yeah, they're specialized on production and trading. England is specialized on military ships, for example. So I choose England here, and now I can choose my character. I can. We have four characters here. Each character has two positive and one negative perk.
Okay.
For example, the adventurer is able to rebuild vessels which has been defeated in battles, which is very powerful. But each character has a powerful ability. For example, the merchant, she's able to trade even with hostile towns, which makes her very powerful because it's always because peace and war is always changing in the Caribbean Sea of that age. Um, then we have the Buccaneer. He starts with lots of fame points, and letter of marks are very cheap for him.
Wow,
And
90%.
yeah, it's he's like working for the nation. Yeah. So, and then
Hmm.
we have the piratess, which she will not be attacked by pirates, and if she's doing piracy on her own, she only gets 50% loss of fame, which makes her fine for those players who want to do a lot of piracy. So I will take the Buccaneer because I need the fame points for the presentation. Then in the next screen, we have the game world. Here I can set up the game like I wanted. So I choose the size of my nation. I choose a distribution. So I can change everything. It's about there are 60 towns divided on these four nations, and I choose my hometown. I have a lots. I also have lots of settings I can make for the difficulty level and for random effects and stuff like that. So I can set the game from normal to hardcore mode, for example. So
Okay.
this is the game world. The game world is fully in 3D. This game world this game world is the whole Caribbean Sea with 60 towns. I can switch on the cheat so that we can see all the towns and all the convoys. Everything in this game is fully simulated. There's only a few random effects like weathers, missions, and stuff like that. But all the convoys you see here, they all have a task. They have a mission. They're transporting goods, for example, or so they're traders, military convoys, pirates, treasure fleet, buccaneers, and most important here are the traders because they get goods from towns where they are in supply, in big supply, and bring it to towns where these goods are in shortage. And this is the way you make money in the game. you buy cheap in a town where tons of this commodity is in stock, and you sell it in a town where the good is in shortage. And as the price is calculated by offer and demand, you always make profit by doing like this. So if you
Okay.
want to see more of a town, you just zoom in, and we have the very detailed near view, zooming view,
Oh
near
man.
view, and so to get a better overview over the town like this, we also have different weather effects later in the game. So like different sunset. But
Oh, that's fantastic.
I need this. I need this here. This one is best for the presentation now at the moment. So here, most of the buildings we can see here are businesses and residential houses. And you can, if you're very close to a town, which you can just click on a building. Many of the buildings are action buildings. Some of the buildings are action buildings, as most of the buildings are business and production
Mhm.
and the residential. So, and here in the shipyard, for example, I can repair my ships, I can buy new ones, I can sell one, I can build some ships, and even ships with cannons, for example. For the biggest ships, I always need concessions. I have to ask my viceroy yeah, to be allowed to buy to get these ships.
Okay.
Cool. So now I want to let's switch to another. So just
Peggy
give you an idea
16.
about the size of the game world. If I would zoom,
Today
if I
is
would scroll to our hometown,
and
it will
part-time
take
member.
several minutes. So we
Wow.
have this for the city builder part, and we also, as you can see, the underwater structures we implemented. We implemented lots of details, and but it's a really, really huge world. So I will zoom out. It's much faster. It's also, if you zoom out, then the time goes faster as well. So if you are in the management mode, it's better to zoom out. So in
Okay.
this town here, switch the lights on. I want to show you the city builder part. So first of all, if we click here on the market, we can see information about the town. We have inhabitants, we have workers in the town, and we have mining goods, goods that can only be produced in that town, like possible cultivation and mining. Other goods can be produced in every town. So this means that all the towns are different because they are specialized. They are yeah because of their geographical situation, they can have different goods and also in different efficiency. So if you can produce in your hometown, you can set up construct buildings and town buildings as well. However, this is not the only town where you can build. And maybe there can be 10, 20 or 30 towns where you can build at the same time in one game. So it's for us, it's very important to have lots of indicators for the user so that he's able to remember what his philosophy was in what town. And for example, one town is just for raw materials, the other town is for a special production chain and stuff like that. Each town can only produce 7 goods, but there are 25 goods in the world, and the bigger the town gets, the more different goods the people want. So it's important to have trade, to have production chains and trading and convoys between the towns running. You can set up you can set them up automatically later on, so you don't have to do the trading manual. You can also define convoys with actions and commands, and they will work on their own. For the construction, so I switch to businesses. Let's say I want to start the rum production here. So rum needs sugar and wood. So I switch on sugar. And now I see different colors here. And with the different colors, they just give me an idea if it's It was a bad idea to build here because here I have a negative effect on the nearby residential houses. So I built the other one here. And now I click on the run production. If I build it here on the green areas, I will get a bonus. Here, for example, I will get two bonuses. One is because the raw material is nearby, and the other bonus I get because there are workers living nearby. So I will get, it's much cheaper to produce here and here as well. So, and it's very important that you specialize and that you develop a town depending on what you want to do, and that you optimize your production, because producing goods is very expensive, and you need to make as much money as possible, because so you can reinvest into vessels and housings and production sites. To establish a trade route, we have to buy trading licenses like this, and then I enter the trade route menu. I press edit, and now I can see the navigation map. The navigation map shows me the winds and the streams and the shallow water. It shows me areas with storm, areas with no winds, areas with pirates or hostile areas of other nations. So I can optimize my trade route here. I click on the towns I want to visit, and then I can also change the tour by clicking on it, and so I can make use of the winds. And for example, I can avoid stormy weathers, or I can avoid shallow water and hostile areas, stuff like that. And of course, this is very easy, simple trade route. Will become more and more complex the more you grow, and the more towns you have in your trading system. And then you enter a town, and you can use automatic trading, but you can also set everything manually if you want. So you can put minimum prices and certain quantities for your goods, and you can decide which of the goods shall be sold and bought, or you can just load and unload it to your warehouses. It's so there's a huge transport simulation also running then later on in the background, once you started to go into production. And there's also other possibilities in the game. We have missions and tasks from the viceroy. We have missions from the towns, and sometimes there are pirates and hostile military convoys. And once it comes to sea battles, you need captains. Captains are very special characters in the game. You need them because they have command points, and you need command points for your to be allowed to have battleships in your convoys. So because each battleship needs command points, and the captains, they have levels, and this is a very high level captain at the moment. But by working for me, they will get experience, and the experience, with the experience, he will level up, and I can choose the next skill for him. And so there are many skills in the game, and each captain has a bunch of 4. So I will enter let's say we have a nice convoy, and we want to hunt down a pirate to get fame by our nation. With the fame, I get fame points, and I need fame points to unlock concessions and to buy large battleships and stuff like that, and also to get the right to administrate a town. For example, if I capture a town. So I can use the automatic mode, or I can use the manual battle. We did this because many users don't want to battle a lot, so for them we implemented the automatic mode. But this is the manual mode. All the ships have, as you can see, if I zoom down on it, it's not finished. We have some visual glitches here. but it works a little bit. So each ship has movement points and points for turning the ship. So I click on a destination and I can attack here. And as my ship has two broadsides, of course, it's always the best to try to fire both of them. Here it's no problem. And so I can fire at both sides. And if I've finished, I press next ship, and then the enemy turn is. And oh, there's a bug here. Okay. With my ship, I have three types of actions. I can use these cannonballs to make hull damage. I can use grape shots to make crew damage, and I can use capture. I can board other ships, and my convoy has a bunch of tactics. Some of the tactics are coming with the ships, and I can use them and as often as I want. But they have a downtime. But some of the tactics I can earn as a player by fulfilling tasks and missions, and they are consumed once I use it. So there are different types of tactics. Some come with the ships, and some come with missions. And tactics, for example, it can make smoke, or they can set an area on fire, stuff like that. So I quit now. So if you want to finish, if you know that you are winning, then you can have the battle calculated automatically. So to save your time, and if you want to spend more time in the economy system, then you can just quit the battle if you know that you will win it anyway. Okay, I'm sorry, we have to finish. Yeah.